There is so much concrete in this world. There's billions and billions of dollars of concrete that are used every year. It's a great material because it's relatively inexpensive and it's available anywhere. You're using local materials. You're not shipping materials all the way around the world, which is very carbon intensive. But concrete has this fundamental weakness. It's very weak when you pull on it. So in order to deal with that, we still have to use steel, which is expensive. It takes 2 or 3 pounds of carbon for every pound of steel to produce it from an environmental aspect. And you have to have very expensive labor install this on site. And over time, it just deteriorates. So any structure that's made of concrete with rebar will eventually deteriorate and fall down. So if you can reduce the amount of steel that's required, as well as reduce the labor that's required on a job site, you're making it more efficient cost-wise and from an environmental perspective. Well, my name's Luke Pinkerton. I'm the founder and president of Helix Steel. I didn't really envision myself getting into concrete. No kid grows up and thinks that they're gonna, conquer the world of concrete. I knew that I wanted to build things. Had a really good opportunity when I got to grad school at the University of Michigan. I came into a program where they were developing the Helix technology. It's a twisted metal fiber that you mix into the concrete. And the idea is the twist makes it bond to the concrete really well. This was a really great concept that was put together. There was a patent pending. The early results were very great, but the results were only with a single piece of this stuck into a piece of concrete. I was given the job of building a machine that would manufacture this product so we could test it. And I put together a machine that was able to make the product. We were able to get the data that was needed to really start to launch the product commercially. That's kind of where VentureWell picked up. We got a grant to take that concept that I had built in the lab and convert it into something that could produce a commercial volume of the product. And that was the initial spark to turn this into a real business. It's been 13 years since we commercialized this technology.
Helix Micro Rebar is engineered to replace rebar and mesh in concrete.
Our manufacturing is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Our office is here in Ann Arbor, and then we have sales people throughout the country. The product is used for all kinds of applications, ranging from simple slab on grade to slab on metal deck to complex structures like multi-story cast-in-place buildings and foundations.
Today is the first time the construction industry in British Columbia is using the Helix Steel additive. We've been able to eliminate about 95% of the rebar and significantly reduced our cost.
I can see how the strength of it is going to be more beneficial than a wire mesh. Wire mesh is just going to be running in one line, where this is going to be creating all kinds of different reinforcing. Good product.
The Pier 57 project in Seattle, one of the most seismically earthquake-active areas in the country. We went in and proposed taking circular cages of rebar, built of rebar that's 3 times as thick as this, out in favor of using Helix. And we went through this big review process with the city. We got it in. To think that we built that foundation underneath this massive Ferris wheel in a very earthquake-prone area, that was pretty cool. There's no rational reason that you wouldn't use this in all concrete. What our challenge is to continue to broaden the footprint of the product and that value that it offers on every project.